If there is anything I can do to support you or add value to your life in any way, please let me know. Contact me anytime. I'm always grateful to connect with like-minded folks and find it especially cool to hear from people who have read my books, seen my videos, or attended my speeches. So, if you have any questions or would just like to say hi, go my homepage and click on the contact tab to send me a message. I look forward to hearing from you and exploring how I can add you much value to your life as I possibly can. Let's keep helping others. May I ask you a quick favor? If this book has added value to your life, if you feel like you're better off after reading it, and you see that the Miracle Morning can be a new beginning for you to take any or every area of your life to the next level, I'm hoping you'll do something for someone you love. Give this book to them. Let them borrow your copy. Ask them to read it. Or better yet, get them their own copy, maybe as a birthday or Christmas gift. Come to think of it, what better book to give someone for Christmas than the only book that makes every morning feel like Christmas? Or it could be for no special occasion at all, other than to say, hey, I love and appreciate you, and I want to help you live your best life. Read this. If you believe, as I do, that being a great friend or family member is about helping your friends and loved ones to become the best versions of themselves, I encourage you to share this book with them. Please spread the word. Thank you so much. A special invitation in case you missed this the first time. The Miracle Morning community. Fans and readers of the Miracle Morning make up extraordinary tribe of like-minded individuals who wake up each day on purpose, dedicated to fulfilling the unlimited potential that is within each of us. As creator of the Miracle Morning, I felt it was my responsibility to create an online community where readers and fans could go to connect, get encouragement, share best practices, support one another, discuss the book, post videos, find an accountability partner, and even swap smoothie recipes and exercise routines. I honestly had no idea that the Miracle Morning community would become one of the most positive, inspired, supportive, and accountable online communities that I have ever seen. But it has. I'm truly blown away by the caliber of our members. Just go to miraclemorning.com and request to join the Miracle Morning community on Facebook. Here you will be able to connect with like-minded individuals who are already practicing the Miracle Morning, many of whom have been doing it for years, to get additional support and accelerate your success. I'll be moderating the community and checking in regularly. I look forward to seeing you there. If you'd like to connect with me personally on social media, follow me on Twitter and Facebook. Please feel free to send me a direct message, leave a comment, or ask me a question. I do my best to answer every single one, so let's connect soon. An essential bonus: the email that will change your life. It was 2 o'clock in the morning. I couldn't sleep, Still renting a room from Matt, I was sitting at my cheap imitation pine desk, crammed into my 12 living space. This sucked. Something had to change. Or maybe I needed to change. Staring at my laptop and feeling frustrated with my life, I suddenly got inspired. I don't remember exactly what prompted it, but I opened up a new email and started adding a very diverse group of people to the to field. Close friends, family, co-workers, former bosses, acquaintances, the girl I was dating, and even, believe it or not, my ex-girlfriends. You name it. I was ready to make some radical changes in my life. I was ready for a quantum leap in my potential, and I felt the only way for me to get an accurate assessment of who I was, how I was showing up in my life, and where I needed to improve was to solicit honest feedback from the people who knew me best. I stopped when I got to 23 email address because, well, I'm a huge fan of Michael Jordan and have a mild obsession with the number 23. I began to compose an email to these people, who each knew me in different capacities and to varying degrees, explaining that um, explaining that I wanted to grow personally, to be a better friend, son, brother, and colleague, and that the only thing to do was to get feedback from people who could see things about me that I couldn't see about myself. I asked if they would please take a few minutes to reply at their earliest convenience, sharing what they believed were the three biggest areas that I needed to improve. I asked that they be brutally honest and assure them that they would not hurt my feelings. In fact, the only thing that would hurt my feelings was for them to hold back, because doing so would only limit my growth. I'd be lying if I didn't admit that this was the most nerve-wracking email I've ever composed. I almost chickened out. I considered deleting it and just going to bed. Thank God I didn't. No, I took a deep breath and I clicked send. Then I went to bed, fell asleep, and awaited their responses. 6 hours later, I woke up. Wait, did I really send that email at 2 o'clock in the morning, or was that just a dream? I looked into my email. Nope, not a dream. I definitely sent it. And I already had two replies. One was from my mother, and the other was from J. Brad Britton, a well-respected region manager at the $200 million company I worked for. Oh boy, here goes. I paused for a second and reminded myself that the purpose of this exercise was for me to grow and improve. So, no matter what anyone said in his or her email, I was going to keep an open mind and not get offended. Easier said than done. I opened my mom's email first. Hey son, I got your email. Really, Mom? I had no idea that you got it. Well, I think you're perfect. But if I must give you some constructive feedback, it's that you should call your mother more often. I know you're busy, but it would be nice to hear from you too every once in a while. Anyway, I love you. Come visit soon. Love, Mom. I opened up a blank document on my computer and titled it Constructive Feedback, and my new comments: number 1, call Mom at least once a week. Then I opened the email from my region manager, J. Brady Britton. J. Brady is someone I admired and had learned a great deal from. Not to mention, he was one of the most positive person I knew. Although we only saw each other a few times throughout the year at conferences and on company trips, he knew me well, at least in a professional capacity. Mr. Hall, I love your email. However, I'm only willing to give you the 3 pieces of constructive feedback. You have requested. If you let me follow it up with 3 things I like about you. Deal? Okay, here goes. J. Braden proceeded to enlighten me to a few of my professional and social blind spots, all of which caught me by surprise. To be honest, my feelings did get a bit hurt. I felt a little defensive. That's not true. I'm not really like that. He obviously doesn't know me as well as I thought he did. Then it occurred to me that it didn't matter how accurate each of his criticisms were, because that was how I was showing up for him, and probably many others. It was important to me not just that I knew who I really was, but that I was living in alignment with my values and congruent in all of my relationships. Email responses continued to pour in over the next few days. By the end of the week, 17 of the 23 recipients had replied with their thoughtful and mostly constructive criticisms. I had added a lot to my constructive feedback in my new commitment document, since making a note of my mom's request for more frequent contact. So, what were the results? Let's just say that I gained more self-awareness and grew more in a week from reading those responses than I had grown in the previous 5 years combined, and possibly my entire life. It was incredible. It wasn't easy to put myself in such a vulnerable position and look at all of my flaws, but it was life changing. It was career advancing. It was relationship improving. And it was all a result of mustering up enough courage to send what is probably the most important email that I have ever sent. The email that will change your life. Before I give you the email that will change your life below, word for word, so you can copy, edit, and send it to your circle of influence, I'd like to take a moment to share some positive feedback with you from one of my coaching clients. She sent this to me after she had sent the email that will change your life to her circle of influence. From Trudy, one of my VIP success coaching clients. Hall, I can't believe how effective that email you gave us, the one for requesting personal feedback, has been for me so far. Every reply I've received addresses my weaknesses and strengths from the different perspectives angles of my friends, co-workers, and family members that know me. This has presented me with a more complete picture of myself, and I feel so respected to receive the help from everyone. Not to mention, the email is also found unique and was well received by everyone who received it. Thank you, Carl, for helping me so much with your VIP success coaching. With gratefulness, Trudy.